Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of catch-up. We're going to start off with the Brinklink Designer Program and kicking off with Series 5, and these are outstanding. So we'll cover all the dates and bits and pieces on these in a second. Then we'll jump to Series 3 because they are going to be coming out very, very shortly, which means you can start to back them and spend some money. Then we'll quickly jump over to the LEGO website and have a look at the new bits and pieces that are online with regards to the giveaways and things like that. And then, if we do have time, we'll be making some people overseas very jealous because there is a huge sale currently going on in the UK over a couple of different websites, and the savings are just nuts. But let's start off with these. So let's go all the way down to here in case you're wondering what this is all about. On the 19th of August, 5 designs were announced for the finalists. From there, they will then go to September the 2nd to May the 1st of 2025 for the designs to get refined, toughen them up a little bit, just make sure that they are up to scratch and all that kind of thing. I don't think, to be fair, the good thing about the Brinklink Designer Program is what you see is basically what you get. Whereas at the moment, personally, they have started to change the LEGO Ideas stuff a little bit too much for my liking. There's some of the older sets that I've got were there or thereabouts the same. They tweak some of the colours, but in the last few of them, they really have changed them a lot. But these 5 amazing images here is pretty much what you're going to be getting. The bottom 2 are my favourite 2 out of the 5, but we will be starting top left and just wrapping it around as we go around, because I think those bottom 2 will work perfectly for my own display. And then in June of 2025, set your alarms, get it all ready, because you will have you've got to be one of the first 30,000 to back the set, because when it hits 30,000, that is it and done. But you've also got to back it early enough, because if it doesn't hit 3,000 pre-orders, it won't go into production. Now, this is the 5th series of this. We did cover Series 1 very, very heavily on the channel, and they were beautiful looking things and beautiful looking sets. So a massive congratulations to all 5 of these finalists. There was lots and lots of others that just didn't make the final 5, but they also did look very, very good indeed. And you will notice some of the designers from, obviously, other bits and pieces that have been put into production, or just efforts that they've tried in the past. But we will start off on the top left. We'll look at the top 3, and then I know I'm going to spend a lot of detail on this because I've already eyeballed this one up, and I'm thinking I'm already going to be making space for it today to make sure it'll actually fit. But obviously we don't know 100% what the price marks of these are going to be. But let's tuck into these now. So this is the first set. It's based, obviously, pirate based. We have got one, I think, in Series 4, which is medieval based, and that is like a seaside dock. This will work well with the couple of the current boats that are out with regards to Pirates of the Barracuda Bay. If you've got that, you could potentially turn that one into an island, then get this smaller pirate boat, and then add that in to this as well. So you can start basically bulking up your water displays with all these bits and pieces. But you can see there is some nice stuff on here as we go through. Some really nice. There we go. That's what I want, because I can then should be able. No, you can't. That's really annoying. That's as close as I can get, I'm afraid. So you can see you've got the nice little boat on here. You've got the little seagull up at the top. And then you have got a little parrot, of course. You're going to have a little parrot up on there. You've got these nice little texture bits on the side, which is very, very similar to the pirate one. Actually, that is available. There is a pirate one, isn't there, which is out and about. That came out at the start of this year, which would have a good sized boat to go with this one. So both of those would go side by side nicely. We'll do a little bit of research on the end, if I remember, on the LEGO website. And again, you can see you've got all the nice texture and detailing on the roofs. Nice colour pattern on this one, I think, as well. And you've got the nice little bridge. You can obviously add your own water tiles over the top of it, but they have kept it very, very similar to the sort of the two-tone layers with regards to the blue, like they did on the Barracuda Bay, and also thinking about it, that pirate one as well. So you can see you've got the cannon, you have got something marina up on there. It's a little bit blurry, so I can't quite see it. And then you've got some other little bits and pieces going on. So yeah, really, really nice designs on there. Then you've got somebody chundering because they've been drinking too much from the tavern. You've got this nice little thing where they're about to get soaking wet. That's a nice little element on there. I don't think I've seen that one before, so that's a pretty cool thing. You've got the pig, then you've got the little wishing well with a bucket. Lots and lots of detail on all of these, and you can see just the amount of tiles that they've used on the ground. They've layered all the tiles. If you've got the Harry Potter bases, images from the alleyway. Very, very similar with regards to that kind of thing. And it looks incredible. But the nice thing of what they've done is they haven't just kept them all flat. So you can see just here on that 1, 2, 3, you can basically put the minifigures absolutely anywhere you want to. And I think they will look very, very good indeed. And you've then got a shark hang up. So maybe that's a little bit of an Easter egg with a reference to Jaws, for example. And then again, you've got more part. You've got another seagull up at the top. I'm just saying, looking at this from a different bit. Crab, lots of stuff going on now. That is obviously the pulled out view. So what do we miss on that? We missed a little banana just on the inside. That's a nice little sort of dock just on there. And you've got all the booze just on this bit. And again, with the steps, the nice thing is they haven't just tiled it. So you can actually stand the minifigures on, which I really, really like. Obviously, it looks very, very clean when it's just pure tiled all the way around. But if they leave you some of the little studs, I don't mind the studs on shows. I do like to actually stand the minifigures up rather than them just falling over. And again, that's what that looks like on there. That's the front. Right to the back. So obviously, you could probably tell straight away with regards to these. These aren't going to be the biggest things in the world. But let's be honest, you display it from the front, don't you? It's always nice to have a little bit of a fiddle and build some bits and pieces on the inside. And I know with the modulars, especially for people that like to take photography up on Insta and all that kind of thing, it's a lot easier if you've got a big lens or a camera to have a bigger space. But if you are doing what I'm doing and you have it on display, when was the last time you opened up your modular and took a look on the inside or looked in the back? So for me, it doesn't bother me at all if the rooms are a little bit smaller. I think everybody does like the slightly larger rooms where you can get your fingers in and do that kind of thing a little bit easier. But it's a perfect mix of play and display. Like a lot of them are. So it's a nice little bit of detail on here. So you can see you've got the booze just on the inside. You've got some little seats. You've got some little shelving just on the left. There's going to be some Easter eggs with a flag just in there for something. Then again, then you've got what looks like a little bit of a tavern just up at the top. So that may be where they're getting their drinks and things from. Then you've got, I guess this is a vault. You've got all the different gold up at the top. This will be all their treasure coming in from the different pirates. Obviously, either it's her vault or she's stealing some bits and pieces because obviously they're pirates. And then you've got a variation of Captain Redbeard, slightly different tone. I think it's a different shape of his beard, actually. And he's got a different coloured peg leg because normally he has the wooden leg, so might be just a family relative, who knows. But you've got this cool little thing where you could put the gold in it if you wanted to. Little bit of an Easter egg up at the top here. Now, I wish I could zoom in and out because I think that is Barracuda Bay up there because that looks to me like that is a boat just up at the top. Then you've got the little carpet, the gold. You've got that looks like a little dresser's table. Not too sure what that's supposed to be. There's a map just up on there, and then there's like a little bust just up on there on the left-hand side. So again, these are packed with loads and loads of detail. You got that I like. You got a little, instead of it being an archery range, you've obviously got a shooting range, and they've missed, haven't they? So they've put all the holes in the brickwork, which that looks brilliant as well. They could steal some of these ideas for future Lego sets because just little things like that would be nice. Because again, if you had the archery stuff from the castle, I've never seen any of the arrows just stuck out the wall. And that would be an easy enough thing to do. So again, amazing effort by the designer on this one. Some really good looking minifigures. This looks like they're in their little fish shop. So you've got all the little bits and pieces being chopped up just on there. You've got all the tools and everything and the door. So it looks very, very clean and very, very smart. And that is the first set down. Now, I have no idea how long that took, but that is a lot of detail in this. So this set really does pack a punch. Now, I need to get off this. It's not the easiest website to double click on, I'm not going to lie. And then I've got to try and somehow get off. I'm struggling now. Where's the X? Have I zoomed in as well? Can't get off it. I am stuck. I would cut this off, but I refuse. Stop it. Breathe. Right. Where can I get off? Because if I do this, am I going to go... Right. There we go. Panic over, moving on to the next thing. Mushroom Village. I thought if I went back, it would actually take me off the complete website. So this, obviously, if you picked up the other variation in Series 1, I think it was, you can now start making a really, really nice expansion to those villages. The colours on these are beautiful. I love bright colours. I love the oranges. I love the yellows. Anything. Well, you can see how I painted this Lego room with bright orange, red, green, yellow. Yeah. So this, for me, I don't actually need, but I really appreciate the detail that's gone into this. You've got all the different layering up at the front. So again, let's just take the risk and click on it. And if I can do that, then we'll just hope for the best. So as we come down, you can see, we'll start here with the minifigures. You have got, again, with the other one, you have got a large selection of minifigures as well. I didn't count them, but I think we did see all of them in there. If there's a group of them all together, I'll count them. If there's not, then obviously I won't. But you can see with this one, you've got the nice little carrot. Potentially, you could have this as an Easter egg to some of the Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't really think it's going to work with the roofs, but you could try it. And then you've got some really nice torsos and everything on here. It's always nice when you get some different bits and pieces. That one's got a cool little, I say little flower, quite large flower up on there. You've got like a little mushroom thing growing up on this bit into a much larger mushroom. Then I like how they've used all the sword elements in the ground for what looks like long grass. Then you've got the nice little path just up at the top with the layering. That's very, very pretty. Then you've got a little bit of detail with the waterfall. And again, you can then just expand off that if you wanted to. You've got a little fruit and veg patch just on the inside, just there. And then obviously we come up into the first room, which is this bit just here. From there, then it looks like you've got the little stairs that take you up. And then you come onto this bit just here, which is that. So you can see you've got just enough for a table for two, I guess. And I'm assuming there's going to be a door just here, and that blade is on a Technic piece, so that should move. So you should just be able to get in there at a guess. And then as it comes over, you've got these little minifigures up at the bottom. Again, you've got another one of these elements here, which is always comes in handy. And then you've got this little cool thing just here. And then it does look like you've got somebody riding a huge, huge ladybird. I think that is supposed to be. So yes, very, very colourful, very, very pretty indeed. Again, just a quick look at them individually. So that is the minifigures on that. It's the same poses and everything. They have put all the minifigures together on this one, so you've got all 5. You can see you've got some little bits of different elements with each one of them, and that is an absolutely enormous carrot as well. On the back, you have got some nice layering and detail. You've got the spider's web just on the side just here with the door, and then you've got these nice little orange elements just on there. And then as we go up, well, you can see all the bits and pieces you've got on that bit. And then it does look like you've got almost like little blacksmiths just on the back just here. I'm assuming what that is supposed to be, I don't know. And again, you've got these nice little rooms, but that does at the top look like it is on a Technic piece. That is obviously something that you can twist around, which means the blade will move. So you could, I think then, if that was a door, just the bit of the cog, you might be able to get the minifigure in and out. But if it wasn't a door and it's just a solid, bright, colourful piece, then obviously you get them in from the back. And then you could potentially mix and match your butterflies and things up as well. So there's quite a lot going on with regards to this set. Price point, who knows? It's going to be one of those, isn't it, with regards to that? But again, keep your eyes peeled for all of this. That is a very, very interesting bed because they are falling asleep on the lily pads. Again, you've got a lot of detail with regards to the combing. You've got a little sink in there. You've got post, a clock. So beautiful detail in there. It'd be interesting to see what they actually keep and if any of the colours change. Because after everybody's gone for this, it is a finalist. Hopefully they won't change the colouring too much for bits and pieces. And then that is the bit sat at the top up on here, so you can see there is a door, so I'm assuming that door will open. And then you've got these nice little heart-shaped pads just on there, and then that's all the water. So I think, so you can stand in there with serve your fruit and veg, and that goes under the blue roof. That is another door underneath the cog, and then there's something there where they're obviously reading or singing or doing bits and pieces on that one. And then in here, yeah, that is a blacksmith, and then there's the bed. So the bed's actually beside the blacksmith. So yeah, there's enough room to get your fingers in and do some bits and pieces. And again, I can see that one selling very, very quickly as well. So I think these are going to go like wildfire on this one. Now the antique shop, this looks like a really smart little set. This to me looks like it's about the same size as the old Lego Creator Cabin set. I'm actually looking at that right now. It looks like it might be a little bit taller, but yeah, very, very similar. Basically the same shape. The roof on this one, I do believe, comes off, but you can see on here 1, 2, 3, 4 minifigures plus a little baby, and then you've got a really nice bright yellow truck. The truck I really like, and obviously you've got the detailing on the side. You've got the sort of the ivy going up on the side there with the little bird in the bird table. You've got the steps just going up, and then you've got some really nice detailing with regards to the layering of the tree, the butterfly, the bird. Very, very smart indeed. Now that is the final image of it, and that does look very, very good. As we come over, the roof pops off. You can see you've got the little bed on the inside side lamp. Might be some Easter eggs to bits and pieces just on the inside there. Let's have a look. So they might be the stickers or prints. You have got some elephants for whatever that relates to. I don't know, but there is a boat sticker, and I think I've seen that in one of the other sets before. So I think I've seen that tile. I think it's a tile. And then again, there's your bed. There's maybe some books, some other little bits and pieces. A clock. Do you like the fan on the top of the roof? That's a cool little touch. I think I've seen that before. Now on the inside, you've got loads of different Easter eggs on here. So obviously that is a throwback to some of the castle bits and pieces. You've got the opening times up on there, Monday to Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday says it's closed. This is what it looks like from the back. I do like the power generator on the back of that with almost like the sack just there. Nice little bit of detail with regards to this ladder. So you've got, I'm guessing, you've got a ladder to nowhere, really. They've just propped that up against the building to keep this under control. And then you've got the little bird tabley bit. And then again, you can see through the window on here, you've got a little bit of detailing just down there. So it's a nice, every single one of these are really, really nice. And again, you're getting lots of different animals and elements with all of these with regards to like the squirrels and things. It does look very, very smart. So if I get a bigger photo from the back just there, it looks really clean with regards to the chimney and everything. I do obviously just the texture and everything looks great as it does on that side. So you can see why all of these have been picked. Now on the inside, what have we got here? We've got the Lego News. Then we have a little remind me tick list. I'm assuming that's where they stand, pick up the phone, sign in, do some bits and pieces. Then on here, you've got the stuff that's available to buy. So we have got a chessboard, which might be a little throwback to the Lego chessboard that is available currently, because it is actually a set that you can buy, and you've been able to buy that from the Legoland parks for ages. You've then obviously got some cups and vases and all that kind of thing. And then we have these things. Now, this is a little bit blurry, but that does look like it's a games console, because also you've got your TV with whatever they've added in for the TV and the console just up top. You've then got a lamp. You then got the bit from the medieval stuff, so you've got potentially both teams up on there. Then over on this side, they've obviously tried to add in an old camera. Throwback to a boat. I don't know what boat that is supposed to be a throwback to, because they've used almost like a black sail. Then you've got some books, and then there will be an Easter egg in there, but I don't know what that Easter egg will be related to, but it does look very, very good. And then on the inside, why have I just done that for? There we go. That's on the other side. So you've got the record player, the clock, again, maybe a lampstand, violin, painting potentially for sale. You've got lots of bits and pieces going on in there. Oh, that would have been easier. So there we go. That's what the stuff is. Down on there, you have got what looks like the blue Lego space character. There's your little TV, clearer. Yeah, all the detailing just on there. So yes, very, very good. So if you know what these might be little Easter eggs from, then happy days. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But the pickup truck, I like that because I'm looking at this one just here, and I basically have the red version of it, which is from the old Winter Village set. This, if it's this scale, it'll be perfect. And they've changed the front grille on it. Obviously, it's a different colour and slightly different shape, but because I have the older vintage looking one just here, they are very, very smart looking things. So yes, keep that colour, please, because I think it does look very, very good. Because if I could add a little bit of snow to the roof, I would add it into my Winter Village display. So I think that does look very, very tidy. Okay, now getting on to the two. Those three, like I said, I like, but I was not going to add in. So the fact that I've spent that amount of time just on those three, this is going to be a lot of detail in that one. So we'll do that one last. I'll keep you all waiting. Popcorn wagon. They're everywhere in all the theme parks, aren't they? So I like this. I think it's a nice looking thing. I would imagine at the price point, this will be the cheapest one because it's the smallest with regards to the brick count as well, because it's something we have not actually covered. But you can see it has 577 parts and it has 3 stickers and it's got 232 unique parts on that one. So we won't worry about the brick count because we'll just get too obsessed with it. Is it going to be 10p a brick? Is it going to be 7.5p a brick? And the fact that I did forget to click on them, I'm just not going to go back. But I know the other one is maxed out the brick count, but this does look nice. You can see that it just added it up. You've got the little broom. Again, there's lots of little detailing on there. You've got the little popcorn bits, loads of popcorn on the inside. Do like the fact that they've gone back to the old, sort of the old school amusement park tops, and they've not used the Lego ones because some of them are Lego employee based and some of them are this style. So I like the fact that they've gone back to this style. I've got quite a few of them because I have got quite a few theme park sets behind me. Do you like the butterfly elements that they've been using? Be interesting if they add in any more of them, or if we just have the one just on there. And again, you can see the back opens up. You've got the nice little wheels. Again, all the texturing across the bottom. A little light potentially just in there. I'm not 100% sure what that's supposed to be. But again, you can see how they've added in all of the different elements because it's obviously a horse and cart. So maybe you could actually tie up a horse to the side of it if you wanted to. Inside looks very, very smart and clean. You've got all of the little cookies and biscuits and things. You've got the little typewriter. You've got some little Lego money up on the inside. So yes, that is a very, very nice little build. I'm assuming you spin that round and something happens, obviously. But here, look, at the front, it will clip in to stop it from rolling away from something. So that's always handy. What are they showing us here? So it spins round. I can't, I'm too tired. I cannot figure that out. So you spin that round. That looks all exactly the same. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm assuming it moves. I guess that's what they're supposed to be saying. Oh, it does, yeah. So that bit there, and then this bit looks like it goes up. Yes, and it's there. So there is bits and pieces that move on the inside. I was trying to figure out, trying to watch what bit that was. And then that's it. So that is all of that. Very, very nice thing with regards to the price point. I would imagine, like I said, that would be the cheaper entry. Now, what they tend to do is we have two expensive ones, one in the middle, or two in the middle, and one cheaper. Or they'll go for two expensive, one in the middle, two cheaper, two expensive, two in the middle, one cheaper. But this is definitely going to be the most expensive one. I'm going to have to click on the pieces because I want to know, is this thing here. So this is going to be the other expensive one because it also has 4,000 pieces, which means this is going to be your middle entry, which has 2,500, and this one has 1,900. So we could have 4 price points then, because this one and this one will be the same price because it's the same brick count. And then that will be the next expensive, and then it'll be cheaper, then it'll be cheaper again. So there is literally something for everybody in the price point for series number 5. But this is possibly one of the best designs I think I've ever seen with regards to a set. I love the look of this. Now, I saw this straight away and it reminded me of the ride in Dubai because I've actually been through this, and I think this is the theming to one of the theme park rides. So if you want to see what I'm going on about, head over to the Global Life Travels channel because there's all sorts of theme park content going up on there, which is non-Lego related. And this to me screams a animatronics theme park ride. It's like a dark ride where you just go on the track and it just takes you around into each individual room. Very, very clever. It's like a trackless system is what it is. So we have got at the front just here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minifigures. Then you can see all of the D5. There's 6. That looks like there's 7. And there's a lot of detail going on in this. So if we don't know where to start because there's so much going on with this. But you've got all the different layering and everything from the roof. As you come down, you can see you've got all the. I think I'm too close on that. So you can see you've got all of the different nice bits and pieces just on here. You've got all the different brickwork and the texturing just on here. This bit here looks very, very fancy. Because you've got all the different Technic pieces. Then they've used like the little spanner bits with the bits coming out on there. They've hidden everything really, really nicely. It's a really nice use of black. You don't tend to see a lot of black, apart from like just the Batman sets, with other colour. Whereas it's making the red and the blue really pop. You can see over here, you have got the bats upside down. You've got lots and lots of detailing just on here as well. And then as we come through, you have got a little bit of an Easter egg, which does say Dracula just on there. And then you might have some Easter eggs going on here. You have then got a little sign up on that bit. Then you've got another rest in peace up on there. Sometimes there'll be actual characters. Sometimes they might just be designers. It might be different bits and pieces they add up on there. So they might add their own name in, for example. And then you've got the little bits and pieces coming up. I do like the autumn leaves just up on the steps, just in here. So that does look very, very good. All the texture again. It just looks like you would just put that anywhere. It doesn't make a difference if you're going to try and put it in your display or on the shelf, and people will go, "That looks really nice." And it does, doesn't it? Let's be honest. I think it opens and shuts from what I can remember. So I would imagine this is fully open. So would you display yours like this? Or I think the other way to display it is like this. Because it's on a hinge, I think. So that is definitely open, and that is now wrapped round as an L shape. So you can get away with displaying it both ways, I would imagine. But let's click on photo number 2. What are we missing? Is it just a different angle? So it's just a different angle on that, so you can see the minifigures and everything are in the same place. Then it shuts up. So with this, it's going to be on the same sort of hinge system as the current castle, which does look very, very effective as it's closed, and then you've got all the detail when you first start to open it up. So again, you can get some really nice angles of photos, and it does allow you to display it in different ways and not take up as much table space if you do it as I'm trying to do as a big theme park display, or of course you can have it as a shelf space if you want to, and then change the lighting, and that's what you're going to be getting with regards to the editing of the photos. Now obviously everything you see that is lit up, take it with a pinch of salt, but they're not going to add in light bricks for all of that, but it does give you a good understanding of what you could do. Now the one thing they might do is it could be a glow in the dark element, which I would actually really like. I think that would be really cool if you shut everything up and it just had a load of the glow-in-the-dark bits and pieces, which they use on the Lego City road plates. I think that would look very, very smart and very, very clean. And again, that's all the detailing we've already seen. It just looks completely different, but that is the wall that we've already seen. As I said, that's the Technic pieces coming down. So that is just a very, very clever angle for all of the bits that we've already seen on there. And again, you've got the minifigure that is in on the inside. Nice little bit of lighting. You've got this cool little walkthrough with the bits and pieces just on there. It just looks so, so, so good. Moving on to the next one. So again, you get some really nice photos like this, and you've got all of these lights. Potentially, again, a lot of glow-in-the-dark elements could be used, or somebody, I think, will... Well, they won't, will they? You'd have to make up your own custom light kit, because then somebody's not going to make up a custom light kit for just 3,000 pieces. That's why glow-in-the-dark elements might be good if they went down that road, because unless you're skillful enough to solder your own LEDs and things together, it's going to be difficult. But I know some of you are skilled enough, because you can then do this. So you've got the Easter egg up to Dracula up at the top, and then you've got this one just up on here. So this is pretty cool actually for me, because these are the rooms that you go around as a trackless design. I need to refine that video from Dubai actually and just see how close the colours are to it, and the fact that Lego's given this the green light is fantastic, because I really do like the more horror-y type bits and pieces, and I think it would work very, very nicely quite close to the haunted drop tower. Put that all together, make a haunted section within the theme park. Thank you very much indeed. Now, there we go. So this is on its flap, so it all opens up. You can see they've added in some different bits of colouring on the roof. So you've got purple, blues, greys, light, dark and light. And then again, they've mixed it up with the red. But this is the bit in the middle here. So this hinge just on the inside, be a strong enough hinge as you can come through. And you can see you've got one at the top, middle and bottom, so it's not going to end up just falling apart, so you've got to be careful obviously when you pick it up, but that sort of design works quite well. Now with regards to the rooms, you can see that these are, you've got 5 bigger rooms. That roof potentially might come off, so we'll check that out in a second. But you have got up here, well, you've got a guy running. That then leads into this where you've got the stairs. Up on there, you can see you've got a little bit of an Easter egg, potentially a bit of an Easter egg to the castle stuff. And then, oh, there he is. There is the explorer himself. Is that part of the Johnny Thunder team? Because you get that character in the new modular set for the History Museum and from the Adventures stuff as well. So is this a bit of an Easter egg? Because that torso looks like it's actually from the Jazz Club. I'm just looking at the modulars I've got around. Obviously, there's no custom bits and pieces to it, so that might be the Jazz Club torso. That might be the minifigure used from the History. I'm going to have a look. That might be the minifigure used from the History Museum. If I haven't got that far, I've nearly finished it, but obviously that minifigure is not included yet, so I haven't got that far. That's embarrassing. Yes. So are they on a tour? Nice little scarf with a nice torso print and a book just on here. And then look at all the detail on there. You've got the little rats coming out at the bottom. You've got all the detail just across under here where they're walking through. It looks like it's potentially some sort of prison system on the bottom left. That's obviously his bed. That's where he's more than likely going to be hiding, isn't it? And then you've got this really nice walkthrough. Again, they've added in all the tiles, which look great, but they have given you a place where you can stand them up as well. So you can make some really nice dioramas and scenes with all of that. And then you've got the nice bit on the roof. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. And then as we come over, there he is. So, Dracula, but in skeleton form. scaring the bejesus out of this person just here. So you can make up some very, very fancy looking dioramas with this. I think it's going to look very, very good, very, very smart. And then that is a close-up of all of the minifigures. Oh, obviously they're subject to change, but this is the lady that we saw up top. They have added in some really nice figures on this. So you've got the exploring team. So you've got the him and her exploring team, which I think is supposed to be an Easter egg to the older Johnny Thunder from '97, because I think that's what they said in the Natural History Museum. It's come back, and I think it is the same sort of. I think it's the same age minifigure that's in the current Adventure Explorer sets. And if that is the case, and every time we get a history type set and this minifigure keeps appearing, I think that's just a fun little Easter egg to have. Obviously this one looks great because they've added in, you can see the legs that they've added in on like the clear torso. This was from what was the thing that failed? The video. I think there was a couple of those bases on there. Those minifigures look fantastic on there. Great looking top as well. And then you can see you've got the books, you've got the skeleton. They've added in the same character what you get from the actual drop tower, which is always a nice little crossover, because I'm going to put them very, very close together, I think. And then you have a pumpkin chef. So are you a fan of any of these? Let me know in that comment section which ones you like. Have you got any of them? Have you got anything from Series 1? I haven't yet pulled the trigger on anything whatsoever. However, Series 3. Yes, we've got to go back to Series 3. The finalists are coming on the 8th of October, so make a note in your diary. These are the 5 that you can pick from. You have got the office, which again does look very, very smart. So again, what they've done now is they've given us some more detailed photos because they finalised the design. So I think they might have just changed the photos ever so slightly. Lots of Easter eggs with regards to octane gas. You can see you've got small vessels only, diesel sold here. So if you need a port for your boat, like for example the new Jaws set, because you can have that at the front. I am sure in Jaws there is a scene where they almost fill up the boat where they're walking onto it, and it does look like this. So if you want to, and you've got the Jaws set, I think the Jaws set out the front of this would look fantastic because it is put in front of the harbour master, and then it would work well with the lighthouse. I'm looking around, and probably the old fishing store as well. So yes, that does look very, very smart. I do like that with regards to all the layering and things. At the moment, I just don't have a need for the harbour master. But if I can make a purpose-built area in the next week or so, 2 weeks, yeah, be interesting. But again, you've got all the layering, got a nice little bed and everything up on there. You've got the window, and again, I do like the throwbacks to all of the Octane stuff. Beautiful looking office desk on the inside. Some really, really nice detail on that. And then again, you've got Easter egg to the lighthouse just here. So that's obviously what that's supposed to be. You've got the nice little bed, you've got the bridge, and then you've got the throwback to the ship and the bottle as well, isn't it? So that was the Lego Ideas set. Assuming, take it with a pinch of salt, is what I think it is. And then you can see you've got the little gas bottles and everything on there. I liked this one before, but I really do like this one now. And I do like the fact that you've got this up as a build because you've got all of that underneath it, because that would be a pretty cool way actually to display it in almost like a 3D with the Jaws boat and everything else as well. And for me, it would make sense because if it's part of a theme park, you could just walk around it and take photos of it, and you could actually sit in it and use it as a prop. And again, you've got all the detailing underneath, and that is something you could carry on with all of the others. So if you wanted to raise it up and have an underwater display, might be the one for you, this. But again, I think that looks very, very, very good. Very, very smart indeed. Right, now the one that I was actually going to be clicking on, and only clicking on, is this for my Winter Village display. This is a must for me. I think this looks absolutely stunning. It will make perfect sense to go with all the other winter bits and pieces. You can see you've got the art of chocolate as we come round. All opens up. You've got it all across the bottom. So you've got the roasting, grinding, mixing, moulding, and chocolate. Just a nice little beautiful looking thing. Does come, I do believe, it looks like it's going to come with a light brick as well. You've got the tasting room, entrance hall, kitchen, chocolate room. Because I think the light brick might be a light brick. I don't know. Maybe not. Because now I'm looking at that, I just thought this one was lit up, but all of them are lit up. So again, just take that with a, yeah, I can't zoom anymore on that. Take it with a pinch of salt. So again, it might be glow in the dark, or just add in your own lighting. But yeah, there's a nice amount going on to that. So for me at the back, it looks nice from the back. You've got all the nice bits and pieces of the snow roof. You've got this beautiful bit that goes across the top with the 1928 on the date. And then as we come through, It just looks very, very nice. At the front, you've got the tasting room, Choco Shop, and then the Art of Chocolate from Bean to Bar, which is a very, very cool little reference. And again, lots of places where they can stand up. It just looks nice, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It's a nice looking thing. And then you can get photos like this, where they've done a very, very good job of getting some really nice photos of it. It does look very, very smart. And if you wanted to get it, well, you've got a couple of weeks, and then you are going to be battling it out to order these. But yes, I think they do look very, very good indeed. So if, and it's a big if, I was to get more than one, this for me, which I like the fact that it's raised up, and it would encourage me to add a water display in. It would encourage me then to get the lighthouse, which is never a good thing, and to actually make the most of some sand and water. Because I have got a beach area and some other areas, which I'm trying to convince myself as I'm doing this video. Now, so I'll click on the others because I think, obviously, this theme is selling like, well, wildfire. And this, I think a lot of people would really, really like as well. Let's do what we didn't do again. So with regards to the brick count, it's 2 and a bit. This one, it is 2.5. So they're the two that are going to be the same price. And then 3. So this is going to be more expensive. So that's good for me. That's good for me. I'm liking this so far. So my 2 that I want are going to be the cheaper in the middle. And then that's the next one. So again, we're going to have 4 price points because I would imagine this is going to be taking you right up to the maximum amount of bricks, which is, 3.2. So they're 900 short. So this is going to be the most expensive one. But it's not used all 4,000. It is 4,000 cut-off point, isn't it? So they haven't used all 4,000 bricks. And then obviously we've got a much smaller price point, which is fantastic for everybody, with this really nice camping adventure. So that camping adventure comes in at 643 pieces. So again, we'll carry on with this one. So you've got a nice little build of the tree, you've got the Technic pins, you've got all the bits and pieces up there, you've got the fire, and then you've got all of those in there. So again, it just looks nice. It's just a nice looking thing. Obviously, I think a lot of people agree that Series 5 is every single one of them. I think everybody might want, whereas this, I think there might be 1 or 2 that people want just because they are all so different, which is never, ever a bad thing at all. Yeah, both of these might be a very, very interesting. Out of the 2, it'd have to be this one because it would be perfect for my Winter Village display, but this would work well again with some of the Lego City sets. Why does this reminds me of Jaws, but I don't know why it does. Oh, it's the Universal Calf, and it's the donut shop. Because you walk round this, and they have the shark dangling off it because they've already caught the shark. That's what it's from. And then all they have as you walk over the water is this bit just a little bit further back is where the tables and chairs are. Oh dear. So yes, that would actually work perfect for a theme park display. So thank you very much, Mr. Richard Herbert. I'd seen this is not the first time he has got in to the final because there were some others that I really did like the look of that sold very, very quickly as well. But all of these I think are going to do fantastically well. Now, if you are a fan, it got through to the final. The Lost City, if you want like a nice adventure type thing with these two, to me, it actually screams Alien. AVP is what it screams. It's where they go into it and it's all underground and these are the levels that they're in. So you could get away with that kind of thing as they go through the big snow. And obviously you end up in this sort of lost, abandoned, beautiful thing. You could easily get that. You could easily make that as a horror thing if you wanted to. You could have a bit of fun with that. It looks great. The green looks great. Obviously, all the layers and the designing looks very, very clean. It does look very, very smart. Yes, I think that again. Well, I think they all are. I think every single one now. I think we know that they are going to sell very, very well. I don't think none of them that has been designed so far has not made it into production, but not all of them has sold out. So it's a credit to every single one that's been picked. This thing looks massive. It's going to take up a huge amount of space. It's long, skinny, beautiful colouring. If you want it to go with your castle and just bulk up your castle stuff, it's going to sell out very, very fast. There's lots and lots of bits and pieces going on with this. And again, all of these are available on the 8th. We have covered these already. That's why I'm not going in huge amount of detail on all of them and going in all the rooms. We have done this in another video already. And we've got quite a lot to get through. But again, you've got the gold that's on there. You can see you've got all the other little bits and pieces with regards to all the minifigures that are added. You've got all the food. split it up if you want to, and then not have the bridge. That's always a nice little touch. So you could put the bridge to somewhere else, and they've added in some more Easter eggs of other teams. So that is the Brinklink stuff done. Now I do have time to carry on. I know this video is going to be long, so if you want to stick around, stick around. So let's move on to the Lego stuff. I'm not going to click on everything, but there is currently a gift with purchase available, and it is with £90 or more. I do believe it is a 3-in-1, so that is what the box looks like. People would have bought this, I would imagine, for 278 pieces. It is worth £17.99, and it ends in a couple of days' time. So this has been filmed on the 25th, and it will go live on the 25th. So you can see it's item number 40691, and somebody's given it a 4-star review, even you got it for free. So well done. As you come through, that is the 3 different things that you can make. They all look cool, and then that is the box artwork. So it's a good chunky giveaway purchase for that one. And again, the price point that you need to break for that was £90. It clearly says up at the top. Now, moving on to the next things, we have got the flower pot, which is this thing just here, which I think would work actually now with the other one that they did. The design was, it's the same colour box, it's the same everything. If you're into your flowers, it's £21.99 as well. So I would imagine the price point on this is a little bit more expensive. You've got to spend over 135 to get this plant pot, but it does look nice. You can see all the detail and everything on the inside, because this will be a much bigger box. It's a much bigger thing. Potentially be able to pick it up on the second-hand market, but it is item number 40588. I think these are the size. These giveaway purchases are perfect gifts. You would buy this for somebody to add into their collection. So save it for Christmas, save it for somebody's birthday, whatever, because you've got to spend the money to get it. Even though it is technically free, you're still giving it to somebody as a gift. I think it would make a really, really nice gift. Now, you can see up at the top left-hand corner, Back to Hogwarts is on its way. So we are getting close to a Harry Potter thing. So all they've got now is a big countdown. So you can see find offers and events online and in the Lego stores kicking off on the 1st of next month, which, as you can see from when I'm speaking about this, is in 6 days and 13 hours. And you've got the early access to the new Burrow set, which again kicks off on the 1st to the 3rd, and you receive a gift with purchase on that. And then underneath this is the gift with purchase that you will have. So you have got the Flu Network for purchases over £120 or more, but it has to be Harry Potter. Then you have got the Forbidden Forest, which again, it's with Harry Potter stuff for £35 or more. And then if you've got the Burrow Collector's Edition, then you get the clock. Couldn't care about that. But these two do look very, very smart indeed. But what are the value of these? So this is valuing at £17.99. Obviously, it's not currently available. And it is a nice little egg to the actual Diagon Alley. Now, I know it's not the biggest. It doesn't really scale with much. But it would look quite smart. And I know everybody that has got the collector's edition Diagon Alley would like more of it. They did the bank. I think people would buy more if they made more, but now they're making them in a smaller scale. Maybe it would go with that smaller scale. Box artwork looks smart. 192 pieces. Item number 40695. I think this might be on people's wish lists. I think it might be. I don't know if that is an exclusive figure with regards to the actual print, not the actual character. I don't know. But there's some nice stuff, because obviously I do believe this is his son, if I remember something from Harry Potter. So that was the father, and is this the son, I think, for the polybag. So yeah, it is. They're both in the same team. Again, nice little cool little owl, spider, nice little polybag build. Again, let's just double check if they've got the American. Yes, they just got the kids go free to everywhere in America. So I think we get the one in Windsor. So I don't know. I haven't picked one of them up for so long. I'm not 100% sure. But there is a lot going on with the Harry Potter stuff. So just remember, these two could be anything. You can get anything Harry Potter related to be able to get that. So if you want to spend £120 on Harry Potter, you get both. If you want the Burrow, you get this. I just could not care. Is it that bad that I'm sure some of you would love this, but it's not even Lego. I guess it's like a badge that people really like. It's worth $14.99. It's free. Let's be honest, it doesn't make a difference. You're not paying for it. You don't have to worry about buying it with your points or anything like that. But I'm surprised that of all of the things, these two you could just get with anything, and this thing is only with this, which is the new borough, which is looking like this. Some people are sat on the fence about it. Some people like it. Some people don't. I think some people are kicking off about the price. Some people aren't. But it's £219. If there's any other giveaways running at the same time, which I doubt there will be, and you go into store, for example, you could get quite a lot of giveaways with this. Now, I don't know if I can make this work. And if I can't make it work with my own theme park display, I've got absolutely no need for it whatsoever. It does look smart enough. I think some people are going to go absolutely mad for it because obviously the collector's edition stuff is beautiful detail. It does look very, very good indeed. And you can see you've got all these little bits and pieces going on. So yes, it does look nice. It does look smart. Are you a fan? Obviously, let me know. So there's a lot going on with that. I'll cover this in much more detail in a separate video with regards to the stuff that is coming before the 1st of next month, because we've got so many sale stuff to kick on. But let's just double check that there's nothing new added to the LEGO website now, and then we can just move on. So you're going to need a bigger shelf. So again, with Jaws, they've got the nice little shark. That could work well with the hard bit, and you have that boat just outside the front of it. You can see how that would link together nicely. But let's quickly click on new. Let's click on not recommended. We don't want that. We want newest. Scroll it down, have a quick look. We have got internet on a real go slow today. Nightmare Before Christmas is covered. Nothing else new has been added. No and no. Right, moving straight on. Zavvi sale. So we'll cover I'm not going to click on all of them. I'm not going to click on any of them, I don't think, because it's just going to take too long. There's huge sales going on. And that's a pre-order, mind that, G-Wagon. And I think it's in a sale already. So as we scroll down, the Home Alone house is the cheapest I think I've ever seen it now. It is down to $219. The Back to the Future is down to $129. The Hocus Pocus is down to $169. The R2-D2 is down to $159. This is a birthday celebration from Zavvi. So you've got to catch up to keep up, because I am not going to slow down. This is a huge sale. It's down from $119 to $79.99. So if you want to army build them, that is your chance. You have then got 91 on the villains set, the Polaroid camera 69 to 47, the Porsche 150 down to 114. The G-Wagon, like I said, is a pre-order and it's down to 189. And I'm sure that is what that is up at the top, because it just said pre-order. So that is the G-Wagon Lego Technic set available for pre-order, and they have already put a pre-order into a sale for $189.99 from $219. This has gone straight into a sale, $140. So obviously this is from the new show that's going to be coming out, which is sold out, or was sold out for ages on the LEGO website. The Gauntlet is down to $15.5 from $79. The huge grey slab is down from $734 to $549. Architecture set, that is a big architecture set, that's down to $99. You've got the bike, that's down to $140 from $200. You've got the Dancing Galaxy Groot, is down from $40 to $34. And then you've got the Stitch, which you couldn't get for love or money, is down from $60 to $43. Still going on. Moving on, moving down very, very quickly. We have then got some other bits and pieces. So again, you've got £5. You've got 5% off a brand new McLaren P1. You have got the Speed Champion stuff that's in a sale is actually back to their original prices. So it's down from 20 to 15. You've got the new Technic set, 84 to 59. That's not a bad saving. Again, that's the big Arctic Explorer. It's a big boat from 129 down to 91. 31 to 21, that's a big saving on the X-Men 97 stuff. Architectural, again, 89 to 64 for the Statue of Liberty. You've got the Hypercar, which I've been going on about. They've done 2 variations to that at the moment, 46 to 41. That is a fantastic price for the final battle, 94 down to 65. The minifigures are fantastic in that set. Yes, that is brand new, and it has just come out, and it's already down to 140 from 160 for the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. The Star Wars display stuff, well, they went straight into the Zavvi before they even got released in a sale. 74 to 56, 69 to 54 for the thruster one, so the Tante, whatever it is. And then again, you've got the smaller slab from 74 to 56. Advent calendars is full price, so they're not down. And then obviously the R2D2 is 89 to 69, as we've seen, but that is the other one that's in a sale because it comes with the exclusive figure. So they're both R2D2s are in there. Then we've got Prime. Prime is now down to 135. The other Star Wars stuff, 59 down to 41, 94 to 71 for, again, another architectural thing. The BMW model bike is 214 down to 182. A lot of Star Wars stuff in a sale, so 17 to 14 for the battle pack, 169 to 121 for the 22 Formula 1 car. Again, massive savings on the Technic set. That's why nobody buys Lego Technic new. Brand new anyway, that is, or should I say just released. Because look at the sales, 389 down to 294, and it might get cheaper than that by Christmas as well. 129 to 97, another Technic set. Another Technic set is 20 to 15. 94 to 84 for the sort of do-it-yourself, merge them together type thing. The helmets, which do look smart together, you've got one sold out already, 59 to 42, 69 to 51 for the helmet for the Darth Vader. Another Speed Champion car down to 15.99. That is the Lotus, which is a beautiful looking colour, actually. I've seen that in person. 190 to 150 for the F1 car for Mercedes. 150 to 114 for the Camaro. And don't forget, you can do multiple things with that. More Harry Potter in a sale, so it's 62 for 44, and that is a 2-in-1 enchanted set as well. So Expecto Patronum, the spell that they cast, and then they do the different bits and pieces. Lego Friends, full price. Technic, again, 189 to 64. Yes, that is brand new and it is in a sale. 89 to 74 for the Avengers Assemble set. Does look very, very smart with the minifigures. That would look quite nice in the Winter Village display. We can add some little Easter eggs in that. It keeps going with more Technic, 46 to 39. You've got the Lego City truck at 49 to 38. And then you have got the Jurassic Park stuff, 114 down to 99. You've got the Technic bike, 69 to 51. Duplo stuff, 17. That's not in sale. The 4K Batman movie is $24.99, or you buy 3 of them for 30. Didn't even realise they were so that expensive. The Quinjet, that is $75.99. Or just get the Avengers Tower and get the same minifigures with it. If you're thinking of getting both, you do get a Quinjet with the Avengers Tower and the same minifigures, so just get that instead. A little bit more money, but get that instead. 46 for the Groot, another one. Apparently you get a free Star Wars Tamagotchi with Lego Star Wars. Oh, Tamagotchi's making a comeback. More brand new Star Wars stuff got into a sale. That is the older Harry Potter stuff, which is down from 44 to 39. So that is a room of requirement. So you make a huge castle. But the new one is out, which is going to look incredible. And that is already in a sale as well. That is a huge Lego architecture set from 119 down to 89. 34 to 28 for the Moff Gideon battle. And again, you've got more architectural sets of Paris. So that's 44 to 34. Lego Stunts is always in a sale. That's 50 quid to 38. This is the Jungle Explorer. And that is the character that I was talking about. It looks like it's a younger version. They've gone back to the younger version in that. And they've used the older version in the History Museum. You've got the Despicable Me. 34. Full price, full price, full price. 149 to 139 for the Porsche. 44 to 39 for the Avengers set. I think 2 of the 3 of those are in a sale. Back into full price. Offer codes. Free Star Wars stuff. So the T6 shuttle, 64 to 50. We're not going to click on all 12 pages because my throat is starting to hurt already. But you can see the sales are absolutely massive. Spidey artwork is full price, which is actually quite amusing because normally that would be the thing that is in a sale. So you've got the BTS Dynamite music video, sold out everywhere, apart from the UK. All around Asia, absolutely massive. That thing is really hard to find over there. And again, you've got massive Lego City sales, Sonic stuff, more Star Wars stuff. All of these are in huge, huge sales. You've got the nice little trailer down from $17.99 to $14.99. So there's a lot. So head yourself over to Zavvi because it just does keep going and going and going. As you can see, they do look very, very good indeed. I'm sure I'm about to hit a page. So even the Animal Crossing stuff's gone into a sale. The Harry Potter Drive is still full price at $17.99. All 4 films there, look, on Blu-ray for $22.99. It's a shame the Lego Movie 2 was ever made, but the others are fantastic. You've got this one here. That's full price. Are we going into More stuff, yes. No, see, that is still full price, $54.99. I want a Mr. Freeze. I've got the animated artwork to my left-hand side. You get the same Harley Quinn. You get the same everything else. It's just expensive. So that is a look at all of that. I will keep scrolling down. So again, you've got the add-on pack to the other one for 27 from 31. Another battle pack from Star Wars, 24 to 22. There is some great things to get your teeth sunk into. Chewie, if you are wanting a Chewie, you can get that for $132.99 rather than the £400+ it's going to be in Hot Toys. So for you Hot Toys collectors, if you want a Chewie, just add that into your Hot Toy cabinet, and I'm sure nobody would know the difference. J Toy Collections UK has just set up a incredible display, so head over to his channel for more updates of that kind of content. Also, we have got the Roses set 54 down to 41. You've got the Fashion Store 34 to 24, the Brachiosaurus down to 63. Cool looking thing. The Potions class is down to $28.99. That is the new current Harry Potter set that goes in the new castle. You can change the two, can't you? So that's always an interesting looking thing. £100 knocked off the Ferrari Technic, 20 quid for that. That is down to 38 from 50 for the Tantive, sorry. And then you've got the Passengers Airplane, 89 to 66. Everything has gone down. More Star Wars stuff, more Lego Speed Champions stuff. The Dreams, we haven't even got into that yet, so they're going to be in the big sales. They always are at the moment. Ninjago, we haven't even seen any of them. They're full price. Are we? No. I was about to say, have we hit the full price stuff? It looks like we're starting to. There's a couple of the Explorer stuff in a sale just there, but let's be honest, 4 pages of that kind of thing at the prices that you're saving money on is fantastic. And it does look now it's stopped. No, it's not. Still carries on with the Sonic thing. That is, now this is where you've got to be careful with the sales. We're going to stop here. I could keep going. I could make this video 3 hours long. Get over to Zavvi, check it out for yourself, type it in. But this roller coaster for $89.99, it has been on my list for a little while. Now, if I magically go straight over to Smith's, look at this. They had this in for a sale for £170. But if I type in this and then scroll down, it is down to $74.99. So you have got to be careful with who has got what in a sale, where to get it from, and what is the best price. Because if you go to Zatu Games, you get it for $71.95, and that's a company that I have used before, and they're a company that I always sleep on and forget about looking at. So Zatu is another good company to get bits and pieces from. So yes, there's a lot of stuff that you could potentially get, but I know if we just go by, we'll just scroll down quickly, because what Smiths have been doing is they are price matching certain bits and pieces. Now, interestingly, we saw the purple label, which is exclusive to Smiths, but Zavvi now have this, and it's the same price. So I don't think Smiths has taken off the exclusive badge on that one, and I don't think, because they are getting in, as you can see, this new Nightmare Before Christmas. That is a fantastic savings. The Harry Potter Castle is down to from 409 down to 299. McLaren Formula 1 car is down to 104, so that's cheaper than Zavvi. 44 for that. You've got 141 for this. I think it was 130 on Zavvi, so again, you've got to be careful. Avengers Tower, what a build that is. The Home Alone house, full price here at $259. The architectural Harry Potter down to 106 from 150. This is down to 89 from 114. So again, loads of differences. This is down to 81 from 119. The car is down to 291 from 389, so it's slightly more expensive on Smiths. Daily Bugle still full price. Up House 50 to 39. They've just got different stuff. So again, if you're into your Marvel stuff, 189 to 214 for the. Yeah, nearly said it then. The Sanctum. I call it something else. You have got, again, the R2-D2 down from 89 to 71. The Batmobile is down to, it's always been at 180, as the Ecto 1 has always been at 170. They've always had them at those prices. £70 for, again, this head just on there, and it keeps going and going. Harry Potter train is still full price on there. The cabin, £10 knocked off. C3PO 124, Group down to 36 to 39. That is down to 133 from 170. That is a great price on that. That set looks enormous, so it is going to be very, very good and see to put that together for those people that are going to be getting that. Again, Chewy 180 to 140. That's gone into a sale, but you can buy it now, I think, 189. It is available, I think. Prime 119.57. So yes, you're going to have to do your own research, and even the pit has gone into a sale from 69 to 61 to 59 for that. This has gone in, so again, 141 to 159. The snowy stuff from Harry Potter, 79 to 58, looks great, and it keeps going and going and going. So if you are in the UK at the moment, you are spoiled, but just do your research. Now, there is other stuff on other websites, and I could make this video hours and hours long if I wanted to, but I just don't have the time. But I think we've covered the basics. There's a big sale going on in the UK at the moment. There is new giveaway purchases going on the Lego website, and obviously you've got all the fantastic bits and pieces from the Brinklink stuff. And Jaws is still on back order until the end of the week or midweek. So guys, that is it, and I am done. Let me know in the comment section below if you picked anything up in a sale, if you're interested in any of the Brinklink stuff. Have you got any of the Brinklink stuff in the past, or are you waiting for anything from Harry Potter? There is a lot to digest within this video, but hopefully you found it a little bit helpful. So if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll see you next one. Ta-da.